Good morning. It is Saturday, March 29th. This weekend I have a planned brunch that I'm leaving for in about 30 minutes. You can see the dry shampoo in my hair and I'm partially dressed. And that is with some friends. Probably won't film that. Maybe if anything it'll just be like some video of the food. And then gonna come back home and we're doing a meet and greet with our potential pet sitter when we go to a wedding a little bit later this year, and they're going to be staying here. So I've been cleaning. This is our guest room, so I've been cleaning up the guest room so they could see where they'd be staying and all of that. And then I made some blueberry muffins this morning for breakfast for my partner, and so I'm going to get those plated and ready to go. And then I'll sort of pick up when I can and explain more of what we're doing. We might go to the movies tonight, but we shall see. So I'll catch up with you later. Bye. Hello, hello. So I just finished brunch. It ended up being 3 other people in this group that I'm a part of that ended up showing up. So that was really exciting. I got to go to a new place that I had never been before. It was pretty good. But the portion sizes were kind of insanely massive. So I have some to go that I'm going to bring back for my partner. And yeah, it was just fun. It's fun to spend time with different people. It's definitely kind of difficult to make friends in your 30s because I don't have kids. I'm not actively in an education program in this area, and I'm not on a soccer team. I don't play soccer, and some of those avenues that I think are sometimes easy gets to making friends, I don't really have. When I lived in the Bay Area, I had gone to school with a lot of people, and then I had a bunch of in-person jobs I had met more people at, and it was just so easy. And now living in Michigan, it is so freaking hard to make friends. You go to events to show up, but barely anybody shows up because you have to be a little brave to go to an event where you don't know anyone and nobody else is going to know anyone. And I think it's just stressful, and it's really hard to put yourself out there, whether you're dating or looking for friends. And I think for me, that's been the hardest part of transitioning to living in a new state, is realizing how many of my friends were baked in from my education or from various jobs I've had. And so I went to this event because I said I was going to go. There were supposed to be 8 people there. And it turns out that everyone but 4 of us bailed. So we had almost 50% of the people who said they were going to show up not show up. And I was having a conversation with one of the women there who was basically saying, yeah, a lot of the time I'll have people say they're going to come to events, but like they'll bail on coming to events like 3 or 4 times before they finally come, because that like that bravery that you have to have in order to go into a new space is hard. And it just makes me wonder like what our group could do to make people feel safe, like safe to be brave. And it's like, okay, that you're not going to know anyone and nothing is going to happen. No one's going to make fun of you. No one is going to laugh you out of the building. And it's just scary to go into a situation where you don't know people. And I don't know if you can make that feel less scary. I don't think there's like a right answer or like a hard fast answer, but it's definitely really, sorry, this part of the road is horrific. It's just really hard to make friends. Like I'm trying to meet people, but then only half the people show up. So it hurts the people who don't show up and it hurts the people who do show up. Just some musings after my event, but the food was fantastic. I really enjoyed myself. Okay, so I got home from the brunch and then we went and took Bindi on a walk because... Excuse me. On a walk with Bindi, who's right here. And I got this package in the mail and I cut it open, but I haven't looked in it. And I took the shipping label off, but it says, get your camera ready. Love you so much, XOXO. And I see who it's from, and I have a thought of what this might be, but I want to open it on camera. Excuse me, little girl. Excuse me. Okay, great. Good talk. All right, so it's a box in a box. Huge. Love that. It's got a little heart on the front. Oh, sorry. Very important part is you have to let Bindi inspect any package that comes into this house. It's basically the law. Oops, too bright. Too bright. There we go. All right. Oh, this is a good picture of us. Thank you for putting a good picture in. This is one of my closest friends from college. I'll call her Lo. This was on her birthday. I remember I had been in SoCal and I drove all the way up to the Bay Area, slept for like 4 hours, and then drove up to more North California where she is to be there for her birthday. Oh, it does say, will you be my bridesmaid? Yes, I will, and I'm gonna send you this clip before it's in the video. And there's a nice note, and I'm not gonna read it out loud because otherwise I fear that I'll cry. Ooh, what a wonderful feeling. Okay. Ooh, a scrunchie. It says, I can't say, oh Lord. I can't say I do without you. Very cute and love a scrunch. Oh my God. Tim is off camera over here. It's a candle. Oh yeah, this is some good stuff. It doesn't, oh. Lotus. It smells like the color purple, which is like very impressive. You can smell it. He'll confirm. A little champerino. Oh, it's sparkling cider. Probably because you're not like allowed to send alcohol or whatever, but exciting. Oh, this is so cute. A dream come blue. Little eye mask. That's perfect. We see my under eyes, we know. See, does it smell like the color purple?
Totally purple.
Told you. And I think that's all she wrote. Oh, there's little flowers. This is so sweet. I feel so blessed and lucky. This is the second time I've ever been asked to be in a wedding party, and I just feel so loved, and I'm so excited to be there for her on her wedding day. She is one of the only people in this world that saw me on my 21st birthday. And if you're over 21, you know how special the people are who are there for you when you turn 21. She was always there for me. She was always there for my big life moments. She's always been supporting me, and I'm so, so lucky to have her. And it feels like such a blessing to know that she feels the same way about me that I feel about her. So I'm gonna give her a text now, but I'm probably gonna also send her this clip. Yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm a bridesmaid. Here's the stitch. It's been a couple hours, so we had the person come by to do a meet and greet with the dog, and my dog is really reactive. She's a rescue. She's had a really hard life, and she's like not the most well-behaved, wonderful dog, and it's really, really hard introducing her to new people. It didn't go like horribly, but it didn't go as well as I had wanted it to go. It wasn't great. I just felt very sad afterwards. Not for myself, but for her. Like, I want better for her. Like, I want her to be better behaved. And if you have a reactive dog, you know what it's like to like put your animal in a situation where like they could fail or they could do really well, and then they fail and you're like, I'm so sorry that you failed. But she's just a little dog with a little pea brain, and it is really damaged from horrible things that were done to her before I adopted her. But I just kind of got down on myself and got sad and got worried about what it's going to be like when we do leave her. I don't know if we're going to end up going with this person or go with another option. So kind of a bummer. And I sort of transitioned from being like really high energy and having a lot of fun. And like I had a wonderful FaceTime call with my friend who asked me to be her bridesmaid. And it was like so wonderful catching up and just chit chatting. And it feels so special. I was in college. I graduated college in 2016. So I'm just a little under being 10 years out, and it's so special to have someone that I met in 2012 still in my life. I feel like the older I get, the more I cherish my long-standing friendships. So it was really wonderful talking to her and chit-chatting and all that stuff, and she supports my channel. I know she's subscribed. You should subscribe if you haven't, but I know she has. Morning, happy Sunday. I'm getting a late start today. It is noonish, and I am going to go shopping to get a present for my partner, and maybe also just shopping for myself. There's not a ton of shopping in this area. Like I said, I live in a really, really low populous area, so you know, I just kind of want to get out of the house. It's super gloomy out, and I really wanted to go like on a nice hike or like a nice long walk today, and it's just cold and gray. I'm not into it. So I'm sort of doing like my morning stuff, and I'm gonna go, there's like a Lululemon, there is an Old Navy, there's, what else? I'm like, that's it, no. There's like an American Eagle, and there's an Urban, there's a Sephora. So I'm gonna look for some stuff for him. It's probably gonna be clothes. And some like nice new teas or something. And then for me, probably pop into Sephora and Urban and see what's there. I do have like I explained, I have a trip to California coming up. And then I also am going to London in May, the first week of May, with my sister. So I just want to see like what bits and bobs are out there. Do some shopping. I'll probably call my friends and be on the phone on my headphones while I'm shopping, because I like to do things alone, but I like to do things alone on the phone. So not really alone. I might call my parents. I don't know. We'll see who bubbles up, who answers. But yeah, I had a really nice phone call with my friend this morning. I love talking to her. She's like one of my most cherished friends ever. So we got to catch up for a little bit. She like called me out while she was on the way to something as I was getting ready. It's so nice to just like have someone you can just chat to for like 10 minutes, hop off the phone and be like, wow, it was so nice chatting with them. Like I feel so invigorated. After I talked to her, I was like, I gotta get my day started. So it was really sweet. I really adore her, and I hope you're watching this. And I know you know that I'm talking about you. So yeah, I I am back at home. I ended up talking on the phone. I just got off talking on the phone with my dad for like nearly 3 hours. Just talked about a bunch of stuff. We're planning a kayak trip in Minnesota. So we were talking about that. So I want to do a little unboxing. We're in the guest room. Let me close the door. Yay. Okay, so this is all for Tim, my partner. So we have this guy, just a shirt. It's the Vent Tech short sleeve. Thought it was really cute. Nice navy blue. You'll probably sense a theme. We have this guy. This is the Airing Easy short sleeve shirt. I love the material. I think he's really gonna like it. And then I got him some pants, like work pants, the ABC trouser. I thought they were really cute. So that is what he got. And then I'll show you what I got at Sephora. I walked around Urban Outfitters for like 30 minutes and I just couldn't find anything I liked enough to buy, to be totally honest with you. And then walked around Old Navy. It was really overwhelming in there with like all the lights and stuff, and I didn't love anything. There were other things I liked at Lulu, but I was just really going for him. But I might go back and get something for myself. So that's it for right now. Then I'll probably go through the Sephora, and then we're gonna go do some gardening in the backyard. So I might in the backyard. I'm gonna get started. We got little miss right here. What you doing? No, you don't need to go in the garage. That's what we're working with. So things are coming back to life. All right, we did some good work. We're basically clearing out this area right here, and we have a beautiful little bindi. What do you think? Is there just so much grass for you to eat? Isn't that so exciting? So we cleared this out, and there was like one really big one here that we cleared out the roots. So you see the mud is a little more, or the dirt's pulled out a bit more. Then we're just filling up our yard waste, and I think that'll be it for outside this weekend. And she'll keep eating all the grass that we have unearthed for her when we brought up all of these leaves. Okay, we're back. And now I'm gonna go through what I got at Sephora. It's literally like 4 things. So I need this. This is the Dermalogica, the daily exfoliant. So I have these under my eyes. Can't really see them in the camera too well, but these they're clogged pores from over moisturizing. And this little guy is a really great exfoliant. Hi, Bindi. You can't see her, but she's right next to me. So it's just this little guy, and then it actually opens up and it's like a powder, and then you put water on it, and it's just the tiniest little things that it's like perfect for this kind of sensitive area, because they told me just to like exfoliate it a lot. And I was like, okay. And then this is a recommendation from my friend Jules. She's been raving about the brand K18 for the longest time, and I never got anything. So I got the baby size. As you know, I get a lot of baby size stuff. So what's this? The leave-in, it's in Spanish, I mean not in Spanish, in French. The repair hair mask. There we go. So again, these are both minis. And then a full size, and this is a recommendation from my favorite Instagram account, possibly of all time, and it's called Things I Bought and Liked, and it's sort of called Tibal, T-I-B-L-A-L, and she is like mostly anonymous. She like says what her name is and generally where she lives. People could find out who she is, but she definitely is like more anonymous, and she posts things. She doesn't take any sponsored content. She doesn't take any kickbacks, like none of that stuff. And she does a really awesome Giving Tuesday, and she like bullies these brands into donating money to clear teachers lists and other sort of things related to education and Title I schools in Houston where she lives. And I love her, watching her like bully the Coca-Cola company. It's so funny. So she does really awesome work, but she has the most fantastic recommendations because she doesn't take any money. And she said this was like a godsend. It's the K18 Astrolift Reparative Volume Spray. They did not have this in a mini, so I did get it in the regular size. Let's see what it says. Hold bottle 4 to 6 inches from roots,
plus hair and spray generously throughout. Can be applied to dry hair or towel dried hair. Blow dry for added volume. As you can tell, I don't have the thickest hair in the world, so I'm super excited about this. Just because I do get a little self-conscious of how like thin my hair, it's not thin, just how fine my hair is. This just doesn't feel like there's a lot of and then the last things I got, I saw this makeup tutorial and we sort of looked into this concept of purples for brown eyes, which is what I have. And so I got 3 purple shades. I got, what's the first one? Is Scented Candle. It's like a nice purple. And then I got a shimmer. It's like a shimmer purple. And the last one was like super, super shimmer. And it's a little bit lighter, almost not even a purple anymore. It's a little lighter in real life off camera. And so then I got these 3. They were much cheaper. I was gonna go get like a whole palette with some like really beautiful purples, but they were sold out. And she's like, oh, do you wanna order it online, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't actually know if the purple's gonna look good or if I'm gonna like the way that it looks on me. So let me just not do that. And then I just got these little guys. They're $8. I mean, it's still kind of a lot, but they're $8 so I can test it out and see if I like purple eyeshadow on my brown eyes. And if I do, I can like invest a little bit more. But that is it for the haul. That's everything I bought. It was super fun. Going out to the stores is such a lost art. There's something fun about shopping online, and I don't deny that. There is something really special about shopping in store that I will just always love. And I think that's like, as a former retail worker, I worked 2 major retail jobs, and then I had like a couple short run retail jobs. Those 2 retail jobs, like I despised it when it was happening, but I loved the people that I worked with. I loved the discount, and it was just overall like a fun experience to go in store and shop and like see and try and touch. And there was actually this brand that I was really interested in, and I went to Sephora and I smelled all the scents. It was for this deodorant, and I hated the scents. And I had been so close to buying their like intro set of all 5 scents for like a tester and to try all these different deodorants. And I literally hated all of them but one. And I was like, why would I get a tester online when I could literally just drive in store and smell all of them? And it's just like sometimes I lose sight of like online versus in-person shopping. I know there's not as much stuff available in person as there used to be, but there's definitely still a lot. And then you can always go in and see something in store and then order it online. But all in all, I had a really fantastic time shopping. And then I'm gonna probably get started on a yummy lunch, and then I'll catch up with you all in a bit. Hello. So we did decide to go get sushi, which you saw. It was pretty good. Definitely got like the sushi ick, where it's like one too many chews, and my brain was just like, no, I don't like this and I don't want any more of this. So I'm probably off sushi for a little bit. I don't know if anyone else has that, but I definitely do. Same thing with eggs. And then we just came home. We had like a flash tornado warning. There was like this storm. We hung out in the basement with the poor little pup, who I think is now sleeping off her stress. And we've just been hanging out. I've been editing the video. I realized I didn't have an outro, but I also want to take this as an opportunity to thank you for watching and ask if you had any videos that you wanted to see, anything you wanted me to do. I'm probably transitioning into some like morning and evening routine. So if there's anything you want to see in regards to that, please let me know. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Hey, it's me.